We often think of being self-aware as a virtue, but too much self-reflection can actually hinder us on our spiritual journey. Have you ever felt frustrated when things don't go as you'd like? Often, our efforts to attain higher consciousness and manifest desires lead to fixed notions of how we expect life to unfold. It's easy to get caught up in trying to manipulate situations to fit these beliefs and use spirituality as a technique to get the specific results we want. Lau Tzu teaches us, flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. Stay centered by accepting whatever you are doing. This is the ultimate. Lau Tzu is not telling us to sit idly by and wait for things to happen. Rather, he encourages us to flow with the universe to achieve even higher goals. Today, we'll discover how you can get out of your own way to achieve the results you've been dreaming of. The cosmic plan is beyond our limited perspectives. Rather than impose preconceived ideas, we are meant to live authentically in the moment, aligning with the natural flow. Our path unfolds perfectly when we release attachment to outcomes. If we cling tightly to spiritual ideals, we create discontent and separation from the divine. True enlightenment comes not from chasing lofty visions, but from embracing reality just as it is, with mindfulness and equanimity. As Lau Tzu further clarifies, the perfect man employs his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing, it refuses nothing, it receives, but it does not keep. When we become a mirror to the situations around us, without judging or fearing them, we gain incredible power and freedom. We see with clarity, we act with purity. We don't get caught up in the story, we just observe it. It's like someone reading a novel. They can gain insight from the pages without being personally affected or involved. The idea is to witness life's circumstances without attachment or aversion. To let experiences and emotions pass through our minds like light through a mirror, reflecting them without clinging to them. This allows us to respond to each moment with wisdom, compassion, and discernment. We engage fully with life while remaining inwardly still. If we get swept up in current circumstances and assign meanings to them, we become part of a story we can't control. It's like inserting ourselves into a novel and resisting what's on the pages, trying to rewrite the plot to match our desires. But the ending is already written. Our actions won't change it. They only cause us to struggle in vain against the inevitable. We are not the authors of all our situations. Once we understand we are simply witnesses, we gain peace and freedom. As we understand we didn't write the circumstances and can't change the outcome, we stop fighting reality. We observe life's ups and downs without judgment, like a reader engrossed in a book. The story unfolds without our commentary. By releasing the need to control, we find calm within the storms of life. A person can get in the way of his own existence by becoming too aware of himself. This constant stream of thoughts and swirling emotions prevents us from being fully present and living in each moment. Instead of allowing the story to unfold, we often seek to direct the outcome. It's better to follow Byron Katie's guidance. Life is simple. Everything happens for you, not to you. Everything happens at exactly the right moment, neither too soon nor too late. You don't have to like it. It's just easier if you do. In Western cultures, heartless and mindless have negative connotations, implying a lack of compassion, thoughtfulness, or intelligence. But in Chinese, a person with no mind or heart is considered highly enlightened. It means their center operates unhindered, without getting in its own way. They accept things as they are. There is a Zen poem about wild geese flying over water, which reflects their images. The geese don't intend to cast a reflection, and the water doesn't try to retain the images of them. This is a metaphor for how we can act in the world with non-attachment, like we are absent and use this absence to be fully present. Just as the geese simply fly over the water without planning or thinking about their reflection, we can move through life without grasping onto things or being preoccupied with our own actions. The water represents the mirror-like quality of mind we can cultivate. Our consciousness reflects experiences without clinging to them. Thoughts and feelings can pass through awareness smoothly, without leaving a lasting mark, like the temporary reflection of the geese. By living in this detached but attentive way, we engage fully with each moment, yet without the self-concern and fixation that creates inattention. Our equilibrium is not disrupted by the passing ripples of ego. We act with spontaneous wisdom, present to life's unfolding mystery, no longer struggling against ourselves. The key is realizing circumstances are outside us while still engaging fully. We participate without attachment, loving life deeply as we let go. When we make decisions based on clarity by accepting reality and working with it, we can achieve our goals with much more ease. Imagine needing to transport a load of bricks across a wide waterway. As we start the journey, strong winds pick up and the currents turn against us. To fight this resistance, we get a bigger boat with wider oars and row harder to overcome the tide and winds. It's an exhausting struggle, and when we pause to rest, the currents spin the boat around, causing many bricks to wash overboard as the winds batter us. We eventually reach the other side, but with numerous lost bricks, sore muscles, blistered hands and drained spirits. However, if we don't resist the currents or winds, but accept them for what they are, we can see them as opportunities to work with, instead of obstacles to fight. We can put up sails and let nature do the work for us. By cooperating with the currents and winds, instead of combating them, we can achieve our goal much more easily and quickly without wearing ourselves out. Rather than confronting the forces of life, if we go with the flow and leverage them skillfully, we can sail through challenges and accomplish our aims with minimal struggle. A major human challenge is that we have developed self-awareness and can obsessively reflect on our own knowledge. As Lau Tzu said, "Look at nature. The stars come out on schedule, the sun rises and sets, birds migrate predictably, flowers and trees grow upright without thinking. Everything follows its natural way." Aim to live in a balanced way where nothing is labeled as purely good or bad. We never really know if an event is fortunate or unfortunate. It's our shifting emotions and expectations at the moment that make us judge things that way. Alan Watts reminds us that enlightenment or awakening is not the creation of a new state of affairs, but the recognition of what already is. The key is to accept each moment just as it is, without judgment of it or yourself. Don't get caught up in thoughts about how life should be. Flow with natural cycles, like the stars and seasons do effortlessly. By living spontaneously, free from obsessive self-reflection, you align with the universe's wisdom to transcend all suffering and manifest all you desire. To discover more about Lao Tzu's teaching, watch this video about Wu Wei next.